Kids grow so fast. It seems like they're using crayons one day and computers the next. But they're still kids who see the world with child-sized wonder and confusion.
Could you help me, please?
Sure, I tried there. They need direction, discipline, and love. And the more you think about kids, the more you know the best gift you can give a child is a childhood.
Check this out. I got a little pop quiz for you. True or false, school and drugs don't mix? School and drugs, yeah, you know what it is. See, the way I see it, you're in a race right now. And why would you want to start the race by sliding a yoke around your neck? You're going to lose. You can't win. The more you think about it, the more you know. If you're buying into drugs, you're paying with your future. Think about that.
Think of school as a real bummer. Think of it as a real future. The more you get your butt to class, the further you'll get when you graduate.
Used to be, the questions asked in this room were about spelling and geography. Today, the questions are a lot tougher. Jimmy, where did you get those bruises? Johnny, are you high on something? Mary, are you pregnant? There's a lot more to teaching today than the 3 R's. And the more you know how complex and difficult teaching has become, the more you know that teachers deserve all the respect and support we can give them.
I told you, you personally have the key to stopping one of America's biggest killers. Be a designated driver.
If someone's picking on you and you're thinking about getting into a fight, don't. But if you do decide to fight, use a stick or a board. Try and hit them when they're not looking. If they're asleep, even better.
Psychologist, social worker, drug expert, sex counselor, substitute parent, and friend. Now, those are some of the things teachers have to be before they even get down to teaching. Now, the more you know what it takes to be a teacher these days, the more you realize that it's one of the toughest, most important jobs in the world. So what can you do to thank your teacher? It's simple. Learn.
This newspaper's got good news and bad news. The good news is that it's loaded with jobs for accountants and lawyers and nurses and carpenters and every other kind of skilled worker. The bad news is that there isn't a single ad for a school dropout, at least nothing you'd want. The more you know how tough things are for school dropouts, the more you'll see you have no choice. You have to stay in school. Think about it.
I can't believe that some of you guys still think it's cool to drink and drive. Well, read my lips. Anybody that's going to drive me home has got to be in condition to get me there in one piece. The more you know how I feel about drinking and driving, the more you know that if you drink and drive, I'm not going anywhere with you. But if you happen to be the designated driver, well, you can take me home anytime.
Raising kids today is one of the most rewarding jobs you could ever have. It's also one of the toughest. Parents can get angry and stressed, but that doesn't mean that they can take it out on the kids by hitting them. That is not anger. That's abuse. If you get mad, you need to step back and count to 10. And if you can't get over your anger, get help. Because abuse is something that children never get over.
Before I was old enough to date, I'd already experienced a dozen glorious romances. I also had known the terror of going down with the Titanic, the triumph of the little engine that could, and the thrill of solving a case with Sherlock Holmes. Reading was my passion then. Still is. You see, the more you read, the more you know. The better you do in school, the better you do in life. That's a promise.
Studies show the average American adult thinks about sex once every 3 minutes. Unfortunately, they think about talking with their kids about it once every 30 years. See, that's a problem. Because if you don't talk to your kids about sex, if you don't talk to them about sexually transmitted diseases, about pregnancy, and about responsibility, You may not like who does. And trust me, it won't be Dr. Ruth.